So in this example, we're still working with mean absolute deviation, but I'm looking for which set of numbers here is the most clustered, and as a second question, which set of numbers here is the most spread out. So in case you didn't already get it, mean absolute deviation is kind of how spread out your data is. So when we were working on dot plots in the when we were in school, we had data that was really close together like that, but then we also had data that was like really spread out. So I want to know which set of numbers is the most clustered and which one's the most spread out. Because mean absolute deviation is a measure of spread, I can look and see which one's spread out the most now. And you can really do it this simply. I'm going to look at each one, and I'm going to say, okay, the biggest number here minus the smallest number here. So in this case, I'm going to say 10 minus 4. And of course, it's going to give me 6. My biggest and smallest here is 11 and 3, so 11 minus 3. That is going to give me 8. My biggest and smallest here, 13 minus 2, which is going to give me 11. And my last one, biggest minus smallest, is 11 minus 2, which gives me 9. So in this case, I know kind of the range of all 4 sets of data, meaning range kind of how spread is from the biggest point to the smallest point. So when I look at the most clustered, that's kind of the ones that are kind of more close together instead of really far apart. So when I think about most clustered, I'm actually going to look at the number that is the smallest. So between 6, 8, 11, and 9, that is the smallest. So for A would actually be my most clustered set. So A would be my most clustered. If you can kind of see, they're all around each other. Not exact numbers, but they're all kind of close opposed to the other ones. They're all kind of in the same ballpark. Now my most spread out, I'm going to see which one is the biggest number. In this case, C is my biggest. That means it's most spread out. That means from the biggest number to the smallest number, it is 11 numbers apart. So that's more spread out than any of the other 3. So remember, your most clustered is the smallest number you get. Most spread is actually the biggest number you get.